Morning, everyone, and welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundoke with Reverend Yutaka Yamada. Today being Monday, the 25th of October, or the 20th of September in the 9th year of Chongyalguk. So let's begin by offering a bow to our Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Chariot, Kyombe, Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English. Thank you.
가정 멘세 8. 전일국 주인, 우리 가정은 참 사랑을 중심하고 전일국 시대를 맞이하여 절대 신앙, 절대 사랑, 절대 복종으로 신의 일체 이상을 이루어 지산 천국과 천산 천국의 해방권과 속방권을 완성할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 8. Our family, the owner of Chongyalguk, pledges having entered the era of Chongyalguk to achieve the ideal of God and human beings united in love through absolute faith, absolute love, and absolute obedience, and to perfect the realm of liberation and complete freedom in the kingdom of God on earth and in heaven by centering on true love. Thank you. I'll just offer the opening prayer, so please join me. Good morning, our dear Heavenly Parents and True Parents. We're gathered together as always for Hundoke together to be able to really share your words and share your heart and deepen our understanding and commitment and faith so that we can really fulfill the desire of our True Mother. Our True Mother is really earnest to see the unification of North and South Korea, to really see the establishment of a nation of Chongyalguk, and to really see all of the world return to you, our Heavenly Parent. You longed to embrace your children, and the moment is so close, and the expectation is so high. But still, we need to invest ourselves 100%, and to invest ourselves with a sincere and pure heart. Purity and sincerity is key, and also our own choice that we voluntarily embrace you, that we return the love freely. Your desire is for love to be shared and given to everyone, so that everyone can really experience what true love really is, and that they can also receive the blessing from our True Parents and really change the blood lineage once and for all, so that this world can truly be one family under God. So we ask your presence as we share together and listen to your words through Reverend Yutaka, and that we can really have open and happy hearts. We offer you this in our collective names and in our names, John and Shizhadami's the Blessed Central Family. Archie. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So let's warmly welcome Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, now, brothers and sisters. Thank you for joining this morning from the Quay. This month also just 1 week, then we will end this October. Well, really 2021, we could see the ending day and also going to the next year. So each single day, really how much Heavenly Parents is preparing for us, and also our day, week, month, year. Really in the beginning of the day, let's offer sincere devotion and prayer, and let's start the new great day. Thank you for joining this one, okay? Yesterday, there was a special victory celebration centering on True Mother, and all leader and blessed family joined together this special celebration. So you could see this photo, True Mother. So I think all of you also attended together. Until True Father Son Father ceremony 2012, there was Providence centering on our true parents toward Cheonilguk. And from 2012, 2013, after True Father Sonfa and after the establishment of Cheonilguk, all providence was guided by our true mother. So that year, 2012, 2013 was one of the big transformation time period. So yesterday, Dr. Yoon reported from first anniversary of True Father Sonfa ceremony to second and third and until 9th year of anniversary. We could see those development of the True Father's Sonfa event. So even to around, I think 2015, blessing ceremony also was held together with True Father Sonfa anniversary, and now we have many commemoration event together. So when we see True Mother's investment and also the course for 7 years from 2013 and also current situation, there we could see how much True Mother is proud of True Father and appreciate and really invest in order to fulfill the vision of Heavenly Parents and also vision of and dream which True Father had invested. So in the current providence in the world, who really working together with Heavenly Parents and wishing and proud of True Father. So we could see many changing investment and development. And around those providence, finally offer the victory in 2020. And this time, as the 9th year of True Father Sonfa anniversary, as the commemoration event, there are many kind of event also. Then now preparing for the next year, 10th True Father Sonfa anniversary, 2022 Providence and Heavenly Unified Korea. How was the story of Cambodia yesterday? So really Cambodia investment and the involvement was really exciting. Cambodia is not just simple nation. The Prime Minister Hun Sen lead the nation more than 30 years. And the nation itself, the population is around 16 million. So this nation is not small nation. And also have a relationship with North Korea and relationship with China and also the Russia. And this time Cambodia is the chair nation of ASEM. You know ASEM, Asia Europe meeting. So ASEM, I'm not sure this ASEM, ASEM. So Asia Europe meeting, around the 21 Asian nation and the 30 Europe nation is belonging to this ASEM, like ASEAN, ASEM, Europe and Asia. So this year, Cambodia is the chair nation. So this year, November 25 and 26, as a chair nation, all this meeting will be held in Cambodia, Phnom Penh, end of November. That's why also there has some kind of a connection and the influence. So we could see the Cambodia Prime Minister Hun Sen really respect and appreciate to True Mother and working together with those providence. And of course, until reaching this moment, there are many Cheonsong behind of our True Mother Cheonsong investment and many missionary, many leaders investment we could recognize. And today, True Mother's autobiography, we will start to share about story of Nepal. So 2018, there was the Nepal Summit, Asian Pacific Summit in Nepal. True Mother came to Nepal, and that time, first time, Prime Minister Hun Sen went to Nepal to join this summit. Then first time he met to True Mother. And 2019, Cambodia organized the Cambodia Summit and welcomed True Mother. And 2020, Trumada organized the World Summit in Korea, and the Prime Minister Hun Sen went to Korea. So those things is really the progress, the relationship between Trumada and also Cambodia, Prime Minister Hun Sen. So now Trumada's providence is to moving not only just the national level, also the world level. That's why in order to organize those peace summit, if NGO level approach to the nation or government, actually government doesn't respond easily. But if nation approach to the nation, that nation have to respond even any kind of way, yes or no, or accept or not accept. That's why now the nation which will do the providence representative Trumada is necessary. And now Prime Minister Hun Sen and Cambodia is playing role of this one. This is actually the amazing things. So after 9th year of True-Father Sonfa anniversary commemoration event, our next target is January and February of 2022. So Mada is organizing the World Summit. So yesterday I mentioned about the religious summit first, with 153 nations, and also the World Summit centering on the political leader or head of states in around February. So in Oceania also, this Providence head of states, top religious leader, this Providence become the main target toward January or February 2022. So we really pray for that and prepare for that. When we totally unite with heaven's providence, this providence and this fortune will open to each place. So each states or each province, each nation, and each region, if we totally unite with heaven's wish, then our way will be opened well. So always we have to see where we are going and where Trumada is going, and they are concerning now, and what is heaven's wish and what is heaven's direction. So yesterday, finally finished the victory celebration, and now also start to the next providence toward heavenly unified Korea. So all brothers and sisters and leaders, let's put our Chonsong and going to fulfill and go forward. So thank you for joining yesterday. So we will go to the Fundo. Yesterday as a Sunday, we are receiving every time the testimony of our brothers and sisters. So yesterday we listen our Mrs. Jacinta Davishar's sharing. How was that? Through really our brothers and sisters' life, through our Mrs. Jacinta's life, we could see how heaven and how God is guiding the person from the child time, the Catholic religious background and family, to meet the principal, true parents, and receive a lot of training and also receive the experience. So I was really touched. The old photo, 1974. So we reflect the past. Is really good, right? Sometimes do you reflect your old photo, first meeting of two parents, or childhood time, with relationship with parents, those moments. Actually, at that moment, maybe we don't feel so much, but when we reflect each moment, we could find God's guidance, God's investment, God's protection. That's why she really invested to going to mission, Brisbane, Canberra, New York, really how God is guiding our Mrs. Jacinta. And last part, I was so impressed. She said, God is super parent. Really, we could see God is really parents to guide us. Super parents. Really, this expression is, I think I like this expression. God is super parent. Always God love us, guide us. Sometimes we face many challenging, but actually there is also God's patient there. God's painfulness is there, but also God's expectation and love is there. So really, through growing, through overcoming many things, actually this is also returning happiness, returning love to our God and our heavenly parents. So yesterday testimony was really great. Thank you, our Mrs. Jacinta. Really, we are so much inspired together. Okay, so now we will go to the Fundoke. So we will return back to Turumada's autobiography. Last part, Turumada share about the story of South America Providence, educating the people, and Three Parents organized the speaking tour. That's why we read the father's message, the true family and I. So that's speaking tour. Even Three Parents came to Australia and New Zealand. So we could learn many inspiration from the speech, how our original mind, conscience is working, relationship with God, purpose of religion, and also God's ambition. We could see God always wish our human beings to become the better existence than God himself. And God created the people, and continuously God is asking us and wishing us to grow up well, develop well, to return back as the children of God. So really we could inspire many parts. So we will go to the next chapter of Chirumada's autobiography. So this is the next chapter. I will read this. The world's parliamentarians share one heart. Nepal has no seashore, but having the world's tallest mountains makes up for that. Countless hikers and wealthy tourists visit Nepal, as it has 8 of the world's 10 highest mountain peaks, and its border passes over the very tallest peak, Mount Everest. But Nepal sits secluded between China and India, and the development of its largely agrarian economy is not keeping up with its neighbors. So Mother's story, moving from South America to Asian Pacific, the nation of Nepal. Have you been to Nepal? Maybe some of you visited, some of you maybe no experience the Nepal. Nepal is really beautiful nation. The Everest or Himalaya mountain, and there are many nature there. And also Hindu nation. So there are also cow is walking on the street. When I was the director of ALT, I brought the member, almost 20 or 30 American second gen. They joined Asian leadership training like OLT, and I brought them to Nepal first time and to spend there more than I think 1 month together with our Nepal brothers and sisters. So really I was so many new experiences and surprise there. Cow is walking there, and many also temple, Hindu temple, and many beautiful mountain. We brought member to go to the Himalaya mountain, just 3,000 meter level, but so much beautiful. And that time we had organized the peer of education to high school. Really, this student was so pure, their response was very good. When we did the witnessing activity in Nepal, really many people's response was also good. When we invite them as the seminar, usually if, for example, our workshop is 4 p.m., then the student come 1 hour earlier and they are already waiting the starting of the workshop. You know, some nation, even we organize 4 o'clock, but some people doesn't come. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, they don't come. But Nepal brothers and sisters, when we organize, they come earlier and waiting the starting of the workshop. So really I'm impressed, these Nepal brothers and sisters. some difficulty, there is external difficulty. That time, the electricity was provided only 4 or 8 hours a day. I think that time it was the winter time, and almost 12 years ago, I'm not sure, maybe currently my situation was changed, but that time, 12 years ago, 2008, winter time, the electricity was provided just 8 hours a day. That's why, and we don't know also which 8 hours provided will be provided the electricity in the society. That's why in nighttime, all some city lose the electricity, so it's become so much dark. So we use the candle in the center, and there is so much dark in the inside of house, outside of city. So we went to some kind of the highest floor to see the city. Really no light. So I was really surprised. And we spent together with American second gen. They received also the cultural shock. They had a good life in America, you know. But when we went to Nepal, winter time, there is no hot water. And washing clothes by hand, and the shower also by cold water. And also sometimes even no water itself. So really even there was some physical struggling. So from the beginning, they have many complaints actually. But another Nepal brothers and sisters, so much humble, so much sincere, really they love God, invest God well. Through Nepal brothers and sisters investment, our American second gen, in the beginning, they told many things, but one by one, they accept, appreciate. The end of Nepal, 1 month's time, their concept was totally changed, and really respect and really appreciate, even they appreciate their own parents, how much their life in America was great, how much their love of their parents was great. So really, I could find. And one more feeling, my experience in Nepal. Usually, I also went to many countries, and some nation, there are many poor nation. Maybe you have experience. Some poor nation, people's atmosphere also poor. Looks like if we go to some market or street, many children come and also ask the food and money, and many people also looks like some poor atmosphere. Some nation, not every nation. But in Nepal, externally looks like poor, but internally they are proud of their life, and they have a real confidence, and they are really appreciate they are really living well. That's why this year I feel totally different. Looks like it's externally not easy situation, but internally they are really show some proud of their life and proud of themselves. That's why I feel maybe this is the religious feeling or national culture. So this was my expression to Nepal. Anyway, this is already 12 years ago. Maybe situation was changed. But anyway, Nepal is located between China and India, both bigger nation. So Nepal really investing and living and standing well in the position between China and India, and really connecting now with three parents well. So I think our Nepal brother, Reverend Santosh, well, about Nepal situation, of course. Okay, next. When I arrived at the Kathmandu airport in the summer of 2016, two dogs were napping peacefully on the waiting room floor, and nobody was showing them out. Cars and motorcycles came to a sudden stop because far ahead, a cow was meandering along the road. Only after the moved off the road did the traffic start moving again. This is Nepal. So Mother is mentioning about situation of Nepal. But actually this one sentence, first sentence, Mother said, when I arrived at the Kathmandu airport in the summer of 2016, actually a Korean book was a little bit different because Mother didn't visit Nepal in 2016. And as your information, sometimes Korean word, they will speak, omit the subject. That's why when we read the Korean book, original one, Mother said, arrived at the Kathmandu airport. Only that word was there. Then two dogs were napping peacefully on the waiting room. Mother didn't say I arrived in the summer of 2016. Mother said, arrived at the Kathmandu airport. Then two dogs were napping peacefully or something like that. So anyway, Mother went to Nepal around 2005 and Mother went to Nepal 2018. So maybe Mother was sharing the experience of those times. So 2016, there was inauguration ceremony of International Association of Parliamentarian for Peace. So this chapter, Mother is sharing about IAPP inauguration rally or ceremony in Nepal. That time, Chul Mother could not go to Nepal, but Chul Mother sent the Yonanim, representative of Chul Mother, and centering on Yonanim, we could organize this inauguration ceremony of IAPP Nepal. So we could see that. Nonetheless, large-scale changes have taken place since Nepal encountered our movement. For example, an amazing event took place in Nepal in 2016, which was an unforgettable year for our movement's peace efforts. In July, hundreds of leaders in the field of politics, economics, religion, and education arrived in Kathmandu from every nation in Asia. These distinguished men and women came to inaugurate the regional chapter of the International Association of Parliamentarians for Peace, IAPP, a project of the Universal Peace Federation. So in 2016, Mother inaugurated IAPP from Korea and all nations of the world. So I think in Oceania region, Oceania nation, I think also organized this IAPP, right? So I remember I saw some photo. So Mother also inaugurated IAPP regional level in Nepal. So that time many leader, current member of parliament, also religious leader gathered together in Nepal and organized this inaugural conference. I saw the photo from Oceania. Maybe Honorable Anoteton also joined that one, and also Honorable Kesainot also joined this inauguration ceremony, right? I could not see, I'm not sure, maybe another head of states also joined this IAPP inauguration. That time I was also the national leader of Malaysia. I also brought the current member of parliament, around 20 current member of parliament, bring to Nepal, and total maybe 300 current member of parliament from each Asian Pacific nation gather there and organize this inauguration ceremony. So that time I met many Oceania leaders. That time I remember our Reverend Santos also I met, Reverend Stone also I met there, several leaders that time I met in Nepal, joint event of the Asia and Pacific together. So that time is the first inauguration ceremony in Asian Pacific IAPP. Now Mother is organizing the 6th pillar or 8th pillar of UPF, ISCP, head of states level, IAPD, religious leader level, media level, academia level. So many levels already through Mother organized and established as the organization under UPF. 6, and also 8 pillar. Looks like now everything is easier, but at that moment, this IAPP is the first association under UPF, and that time, really, it was not easy. Approaching member of parliament, approaching the head of states, approaching to the leaders, and to guide them, to bring them to the conference. So those effort and also establishment and this initiative is also starting moment. But because of that investment, each nation have a platform to gather the member of parliament, then we could organize to the next step and next step and next step. I saw the photo, Australia side, I think organized IMPP in Sydney Parliament, right? Maybe. So those investment was held in the each nation of National Assembly, House of National Assembly, and finally established the IAPP. So Mada is mentioning and sharing the story of IAPP in this chapter, especially talking about Nepal and going to the next country. So today we are sharing about a story of Nepal and the story of IAPP and Mada's conference in Asian Pacific, how those history is going on. Each moment we could not see so much longer picture, and just Mada initiate and we follow that and we inaugurated that. But year by year, when we reflect again and again, all things became kind of the part of some kind of the piece of the providence. Then we could see, we could create a new picture again of providence, and finally going to fulfill 2020, 2022, and 2027 providence. So yesterday was the victory celebration, and now we will go to the next level. Through reading the mother's autobiography, we can imagine those process again, investment again, and we can feel again those our chanson and our involvement. So today is the new day and also new week. There are many kind of preparation and God's guidance there in front of us. Let's put our heart and gain the wisdom. Heavenly parents, what is your wish? What is plan to each of us? Let's find the God's heart plan and let's offer the victory to and happiness to our heavenly parents and true parents. Thank you for joining morning 훈독회. Let's offer the happiness and great time. 감사합니다.
감사합니다. Thank you, Reverend Yutaka. Thank you. Wow. I've never went to Nepal, so I don't really have any experiences about Nepal other than meeting Nepalese people and yeah, sharing scenes about the mountains. So I was thinking to ask Greg Stone, talk about the IAPP here in Australia, if you would like. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we inaugurated it here at New South Wales Parliament. That was quite a good launch in the Parliament of New South Wales. So mainly because of David Clark, and so we had, I think, maybe about 5 different members of Parliament, including one member of Parliament from Melbourne, a lady from the Democratic Party, and some of the contacts from also from the islands. We had a really good brother from Vanuatu come across, Solomon Islands as well. So yeah, it was a really good launch, and but also the one that Reverend Yutakas referring to in Nepal, that was a phenomenal event. That was really something, because the whole government was behind it. You know, you arrived and all the, you know, they were stopping the traffic with the police and allowing a whole motorcade to come through. And at the hotel, there was so many, you know, police and security there, just totally supporting it, you know, really getting behind it. So I think, as Mother said, it was a real breakthrough and great support and encouragement for the development of IAPP. And then, of course, it went all around the world, including here in Australia. Yeah, so that was a great start. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you. Lise, you have your hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I just, I'm in contact with the National Messiah couple, Nepal, and she, Ginger, wrote a book about, sorry, can you see it? And also there's our brother family in there. Santos. Anyway, this book is available if you're interested in the whole history, how they went to Nepal and what happened at that time. It's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Revenito, go ahead.
Yes, I attend that conference with Keizai No. So I went together with Keizai No, and how they treat Keizai No, you know, the airport, and then after then, how they escort until hotel. You know, I was beside the Keizai No, so I saw, like a foreign head of state, sidecar beside, guided, and the VIP, so Keizai No is very happy, looks like because he not anymore president. So in Marshall Islands, never treated like this now. So I together with him, so I felt like wow. I just beside Keizai No, sitting in the same car. So and arrive, the very respect greetings and very best room, great room. I'm just beside next of his room, like his secretary, So I saw how amazing, and also the food is like an Indian type, many spices, and the breakfast or some problem but to find the American type breakfast, he choose, and amazingly, okay, we come to most lowest place, Marshall Island, we come to highest place, so we try to go to the Everest, we hire like a Dash airport, like a Buddha Air, so I and Keizai No together fly to this tour, just close to the Everest, and come back. And really interesting. And as a Marshall Island, both Dash this airplane from Nepal using Marshall's national air company. Yeah, this Dash is from Nepal. This we have a connection. Anyway, and also the place where Buddha born, is Nepal, not India. Oh wow! And I saw three kind of people there, like a more Chinese type people, more Indian type people, and mixed, three type kind of people I saw, and also the cities like a former Korea, a little bit like a little bit Africa, and very it's like new feeling and new inspiration, and I really remember it. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Revenito. Go ahead, Reverend Seti. Then after that, Kim, go ahead.
Oh, good morning, everyone. Yeah, just about Nepal. We went with the head of state couple and the secretary from Samoa, and yeah, quite a trip, and via New Zealand and Seoul. Just the logistics of travel there with them was quite an experience for me, and a good chance to make intimate relationship with the head of state and the secretary. When we arrived, we were staying at a different hotel from the conference hotel, a bit of a ways actually. And then whenever we went to that hotel, I could see the brothers and sisters were flat out busy. I don't know what happened, but somehow it ended up that I stayed together with the head of state couple, and they gave me the hotel gave me a little room next to the head of state couple. So you know, it was a very close relating with the head of state couple and their secretary, even to the point of working with them to prepare their speech and etc. like that. So for me, it was very amazing experience, like Ito-san said, you know, to go on these security, you know, entourage and tour the Kathmandu, and to see all the temples and the gardens, etc. And what do you call the queen, the head of state wife, was so inspired by some of the things she saw there, including one of the gardens that she decided to make a prayer garden back here in Samoa. So since she came back, she made this beautiful garden in the residence of the head of state, and it's been a place of our give and take on the gardening arena. And I don't know why, but yeah, I was out of the hurly-burly. I could see brothers and sisters flat out busy, but no one gave me instructions to, you know, do anything else except just be with the head of state. So, you know, we went to meet with the Prime Minister of Nepal, give gifts to them, and even got sponsored by the Prime Minister to go with on Buddha Air to fly to top of the Himalayas and see Mount Everest. And so it's always like a bonding relationship with a head of state couple and a secretary and such. So for us here in Samoa, it was a very valuable time and to make a good relationship with the head of state. Yeah. Thank you. That's all.
Thank you, Seti. Go ahead, Kim. Thank you.
Yeah, I was in Nepal in 1980 on my search when I left Australia before I joined the church. So no providential story, but I had to, when Reverend Yutaka mentioned about the people, I spent a month in the mountains, went up around the Annapurna, living with villagers and up to 5,500 meters. But you know, it just reinforced to me at that time, coming from Australia, that you can have a little but be still very rich. And so many cultures have been so devastated by Western culture over the years, and colonialism and the quest for materialism and so forth. But the joy on the faces of people, that when I'd walk into different villages and eat with their families and eat very humble food, but they always seemed to give me the best of the food. I would see what the families were eating and then what they gave me, which was still very humble, but you could see that they always gave the best to the visitor. And this visitor just sort of walked in off the street, basically, and you'd spend time in their houses. And So, you know, I think I really wish for a time when we can recapture that, where happiness is not based on how much you have, but the quality of the relationships that you have within the family. So, thank you.
Thanks, Kim. Go ahead, Reverend Santosh.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Talking about Nepal, so I thought I should speak something because I'm from Nepal. Yeah, it was a historical summit. When 2005, when two parents came to Nepal, we did similar kind of summit. I was just 6 years old spiritually. But I remember I was involved in most of the important mobilization, basically in the airport, and working with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs at that time. 2006, when True Mother came, we had similar. 2007, again, when True Mother came, we had similar. But 2018 was the most successful summit in Nepal, where Prime Minister of Nepal really directly involved. Brothers and sisters in Nepal, they really work hard. Nepal is a Hindu country. Brothers and sisters, even we ourselves, we don't have that much deep understanding in Bible, but our understanding about true parents is amazing. It's something different from understanding from the not only understanding from the Bible or Christian perspective, but understanding from true parents' perspective. We still live in the same floor, in the same roof as three generations. Still, that is practiced in Nepal. Still, more than 70% of the people, they live together with the grandparents, and that is what I miss for my kids here in Fiji. Well, I'm far away from my home. That is the thing I miss, that my kids, they didn't get chance to stay with my parents, with their grandparents. So this is the thing we miss. So our perspective to look towards true parents without a deep understanding and in Bible is more based on the filial piety. More based on the filial piety. So true parents teaching and filial piety, and our teaching, our deep teaching and filial piety comes to be in same place, is similar. So that is how we understand. We know the name and the fame and the greatness that happened in 2018, but as a Nepali, I know the scene behind that, how much Nepali brothers and sisters suffer during that time. Before the program was okay, but after the program, the level of persecution we had to receive in Nepal was it was not enough to, it was not easy to tolerate. It was a big persecution. But Nepali brothers and sisters, they endured that. They gathered in one place. They cried together. They did fasting. Someone did right after the conference. Brothers and sisters, this regular 3 days fasting, 7 days fasting, because there was a big persecution. Government was persecuted of inviting True Mother in a perspective that people's perspective was, government is giving more chance to the Christianity. They saw us as a Christian and Christianity coming in the country to explore, because 80%, more than 80% of the population in Nepal is Hindu. But still, Nepali brothers and sisters overcome, and even now they are working so hard. They are working so hard to bring more victory to parents. I think we were doing some kind of communication. I know we found that we are around 200 blessed family in Nepal. 200 blessed family, I mean, those blessed family, they went through the formula course. Young movement. First missionary in Nepal went in 1975. Brother Reiner from German, 1975, and after that, Dr. Kittel and them, they went later. But the first missionary assigned by True Parents was Brother Rainer Smedel from German. From 1975 to 1998, the movement was not that much strong. Our first blessed member was assassinated. The first blessed member, we lost our first blessed member before he started his family. And then 1998, a group of people, youth came, and then among them was Eknath. And then he started taking the lead position. And 1999, during the Pure Love Alliance rally, few of us came again. So one of the major problem in Nepal movement was that was a problem of unity between Cain and Abel until 1998. But 1999, myself and Reverend Santosh Paudel and few others who are currently in the leadership position were witnessed. And then after 1999, we never had to look back. We progressed in such a way that, in the day is one time, in the night is twice. The progress, the development of our movement went in that way. And Nepal is a fertile land for True Parents. What I believe is next 7 years, by 2027, Nepal will be able to will double the membership. I mean, double the membership. The membership of the membership that comes from the formula course. The membership that comes from the formula course can be doubled. And I think our leadership in Nepal is going in that way. So it's a very, very fertile land. People, once they believe, that something touch in their heart, they really work hard. They are honest. It's not that I'm saying, but even Dr. Young used to say, and he used to tell to the leaders that, please, once you trust Nepali people will not betray you. That is what Dr. Young always used to say. Nepali people will not betray you. You can trust Nepali people. Sister Mrs. Hansen was talking about Reverend John and Ginger Nichols. Yeah, they did a great job in Nepal. They went Nepal in 1996. I met them in 1999 during the Pure Love Alliance rally. So they started fundraising foundation in Nepal. So that Pure Love Alliance rally and the fundraising foundation that they have mentioned in their book became the base for the growth of our movement in Nepal. Because before that, I think there was no proper formula course training in Nepal. In 1999, they started the formula course training in Nepal, and we started doing 21 days workshop and 40 days fundraising. 21 days workshop, 40 days fundraising. And when we used to go out for 40 days fundraising, then we used to conduct Pure Love Alliance classes in the school. So we bring the Pure Love Alliance, like the school will give us the certificate that the youth came and they did the Pure Love Alliance class. It was very much beneficial to our students, and they gave us a certificate. So we had collected around 4,500 certificates before I left Nepal in 2009. So if we go to the people with that certificate that we did Pure Love Alliance and it was very much beneficial, and we go fundraising, and the people used to buy our product. So Pure Love Alliance and fundraising went together, and that became the base for the formula course training in Nepal. Yeah, I still want to go back Nepal and do mission in Nepal. But I think Heavenly Parents have different kinds of expectation for me to do mission in Oceania. I think that was the reason I was assigned here, knowingly or unknowingly. But even though my heart is in Nepal, but I have to always keep me reminding that, oh no, there are many brothers and sisters there. Don't worry, Santosh, you have to work for Oceania. You still have to travel in the small island nation and bring the Pacific youth to our True Parents. That is what I think. Still, I have my heart to go back Nepal and work there. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for talking about Nepal. And I think yesterday the True Parents, the program for True Fathers memorial service, victory ceremony was great. True Mother looks so beautiful. That is what I always see, how True Mother looks. Anyway, she's always beautiful, but every day I see True Mother very beautiful, and that is what that really makes my day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reverend Santosh. Thank you. You can feel like you're a global citizen. Yes, it did. So it's that time, everybody, for us to offer our unison prayer. So I'll just share the screen. Just give me a moment. So let's pray together. Ju, Ju, Ju. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Enjoy the day. And see you tomorrow.
Thank you. God bless everyone. Have a good day.